Today we're going to go see Pacific Rim Uprising. It's the second Pacific Rim movie. We both love the first one, and we think the honest trailers had it right when they said it was the most awesome horrible movie ever made, or the most horrible awesome movie ever made. It was a horribly corny and just dumb in so many parts, but it was also a really awesome movie. Great characters, great action. It was just really cool. Did you like it, Malikai? What do you think about the second one? You think it's going to be just as good?
I think it's going to be worse.
You think it'll be worse? Why is that?
Because it destroyed the portal, so why would they need more monsters to fight?
Very true. I'm really hoping it does well. But yeah, so many sequels just really suck. So I don't have my hopes up very high. But anyway, we're going to go check it out, and we'll let you know what we think. Alright, we just got out of the movie, and I thought it was pretty awesome. What'd you think?
Same.
Yeah? You liked it?
Yeah.
So, before we went in, now don't give any spoilers away with this answer, so don't tell people what the movie is about, but before we went in, you said you were kind of worried about the storyline because since they closed up the rift, there was no way for the monsters to get back through, right? The kaiju.
Yeah.
So, do you think that they had a good enough way that really made sense of how they came to fight them?
Especially that man.
Yeah? Especially that man. There's your spoiler. Beware the man. What do you think? Should people go watch it?
Yes!
It was that good?
Yeah.
Compared to the first one, just as good, a little better, a little worse, or you think it's just great?
I don't think I could. I think it's a little worse, that's what I think, but...
I think the first movie, well, it was completely and totally awesome. The second movie totally lived up to the hype. I think it's a great sequel for that series. One of the things I don't like about a lot of movies today is they're just really, really fast action, and they don't take time to stop and slow down to build the character, to build the story, to actually make it make sense. It's just one action scene to another, and maybe we'll stop for a coffee real quick if we can make it a funny scene, and then move on. And with an action movie like this, you totally expect the same type of thing, but they didn't. It was actually really well. It was well-paced, lots of action, but it wasn't like the entire movie was nothing but action. You couldn't follow along. So I thought it was really, really good.
If you were to school, would it like F minus, A plus, somewhere in that range?
A plus.
Yeah. Probably either A or A plus.
So, yeah. You know what you're expecting when you go into this movie, and I think it's going to give you exactly what you're expecting. Robots fighting monsters.
Yeah. No cussing.
Oh yeah, there wasn't really any cussing at all, so yeah. So it was a clean action movie, and for that, awesome. So we're in Woodland Park, and the area right next to the theater has these flags. And I've always noticed the flags before, because, they're cool. I've never stopped to pay attention, and right now we're only here because it's kind of a windbreak, and so we can get some good audio. It's not too windy, but I'm sure we're failing that mission. Anyway, but I've never actually seen what this place is, and it's kind of cool. This place, like I said, is really cool. I don't think Malikai gets it, what it is, though. Do you see that flag that's under the U.S. flag there? POWMIA. It's an acronym. You know what it stands for?
No.
So POW means prisoner of war. MIA means missing in action. You see all these flags around us that are for the different branches of the military? You got the Army, Air Force, Marines, the Navy, and the Coast Guard. So this whole thing it's a POW memorial. What is this a statue of? What do you see in here?
Boots with a gun and a helmet.
Mm-hmm. This is what they do. It's kind of as a memorial for the soldiers who die fighting. Is they'll have their boots and their gun and their helmet together. So MIA POW thing. The POW is a recognition of those soldiers that are captured and that are prisoners of war. And MIA is those that are missing in action, so probably killed, but we can't confirm it because we haven't found them. Or could be captured. And the words underneath it are, "You will not be forgotten."
Yeah.
So it's a reminder to those who are not just fighting, but those who are captured and lost, that we're going to remember them. That's what that flag's for.
I don't remember every single person that's captured. I probably don't know many people.
No, you don't. But you could think of them when you see the POW flag there. You can stop and think about, right now there are prisoners of war. There are people that are still captured by the enemy. Soldiers that are still there. Stop and think and remember that there are people who have fought. Not aliens and with robots and stuff in movies, but in real life, people that have fought, died, and have been captured for our country.
But I thought people were collected in our country that have died.
We try to.
We can't get everyone.
Yeah, there's a lot that go missing. Anyway, this was a cool find. Just stopping and paying attention to my own little town here. Yeah, cool find.